How's it, everybody? Hope you're doing well today. Just here to talk about a terrible pest, the spider mite. It's a very common pest in cannabis, and indoors it can be quite a problem because you have no natural environmental controls like temperature fluctuations and natural predators and things like that. So indoors, once spider mites get going, they can be really rampant. They have a very short breeding life cycle. I think it's around 3 days for new eggs to hatch from when they're laid. So yeah, it's very fast, and also they develop resistance to various products very fast. Like, it's one of their genetic traits to build resistance. So they can build resistance to even chemical pesticides, natural pesticides. I basically had a 2-year battle with spider mites. They even moved house with me. And after trying all the things like predatory mites and various biopesticides and neem oil and all of that, nothing worked. I eventually went on a research mission and found various essential oils that have an effect on spider mites, and I produced my own pesticide, salt under the dirty hands range, Vanquish. Let's see if I can get it up on the side over here. So yeah, Vanquish is 7 different essential oils and canola oil. It's best used with castor soap. The castor soap is a emulsifier. It's going to help mix the oil into the water. And then you have to be extremely diligent with your sprays. Spray, 3-day waiting period. Spray again, 3-day waiting period. And you have to do that for about 2 months. So in veg it's all right because you're not going into flower. But in flower you can only really use it for the first 2, maybe 3 weeks at a push, because it's going to leave an oil residue on the plant. It's all natural oil, so it's not harmful like chemicals or anything, but you don't want oils on your flower deep into flower. So yeah, the best thing to do is to be extremely diligent, because if you don't spray for a day, the spider mites will take a gap and they will be on it and breeding, and your flowers are going to end up looking like this really sad flower over here. So some tips for applying Vanquish. I like to use a 5-liter spray bottle, and I also use a protein mixer like this. So if I'm using 5 liters of mixed up spray, then in this protein mixer I will put half a liter of warm water, the Vanquish and the castor soap that needs to go in. So it'll be 5 ml times 5, 25 ml of each into the mixer. And then I'll put 4.5 liters of warm water into the spray tank as well. Mix it up in the protein shaker and then dump it into the spray tank so that everything's nicely mixed up, and the warm water is going to help also mix things. Cold water is going to separate the oils, so don't go for cold water. And then spray just before your lights go off. You can leave all your fans on and everything just before lights off. Maybe turn your lights off, spray, and then let it sit in the dark. One of the things that it really helps with is because if you spray it regularly, there is an oil buildup that comes, and it stops the spider mites laying eggs. They find it difficult to lay eggs. If you spray it in a high dose, like around 7.5 ml to a liter, even up to 10 ml, then it will have a very strong smothering effect on the spider mites, and you can actually see them stuck dead onto the leaves the next day. The essential oils also, they have a corrosive effect on the spider mite, and then combined also with the castor soap. Castor soap is actually can be used as a pesticide on its own. It's really good for aphids, and it is the same thing as that Jadam wetting agent. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. And yeah, like I said before, you just have to be super diligent on the spraying. Don't let up. Spray hard in veg, and then yeah, the beginning stages of flower. Also, if you've got spider mites, dry your stuff away from your grow area. The spider mites can walk off the plants when it's drying and walk back into the tent. So keep that stuff far away. Yeah, so I think that's it. Good luck with the battle on spider mites. It can be won. And yeah, cheers.